You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Being Human After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Being Human.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin.
Yeah. All right, everybody. That's right. That was the name of the episode. Yes. Well, welcome back, everybody, to another amazing AFTERBUZZ TV after show for your favorite show, Being Human. We're on season 4, episode 5. 5. Pack it up, pack it in. I'm your host, Sean O, and I'm joined here by my lovely co-hosts.
I'm Kelly. Hey.
I'm Laura.
And we're in Studio A tonight, which is a little bit of a change.
I'm liking this new change.
Studio A as in awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so much space.
Yes.
I feel so far away from everybody. Well, I like you having me.
You girls are comfy over there on the other side of the table. Well, we're going to be talking about tonight's Wolf Party baby shower that we saw in the episode. Sally goes to the 20s. Aiden's breakup with Kat. Joining the pack, and lastly, we'll talk about Emily being back and making another appearance this season. So, Wolf Party. All right, well...
Werewolf dance party is what Aiden said.
That's right. And it was very entertaining. We got to see Kenny make a little connection with one of the Wolf's girls, and we got to learn her name. It was
Astrid. Apparently, she's coming back more because they tweeted about it, saying be on the lookout for her. So
you were showing me. She's really cute. I mean, she's too cute for Kenny, I think. But hey,
it's a great idea though, because Aiden was saying, they're gonna be like me, like relationship-wise. It's either we're both vampires, they end up dying, or somebody like turns into dust. So this is like, hey, what about a vampire? I mean, werewolf.
Yeah.
You never thought of that before.
No one's done that. The whole time when Kenny's like starting to get to know her, and then when they show up at the doorstep the next day, I'm thinking to myself, Romeo and Juliet. All right, 2 warring clans.
And he had werewolf blood in him, kind of, right?
That's right.
So it might work out.
It might work out because he's a hybrid.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe it's going to be good after all.
Sweet.
I thought it was funny how some of the other, Andrew actually, the other, the wolf, he ended up calling him. Isn't he the king? Isn't he the king of the vampires right now? So I thought that was funny.
Andrew? That was the.
That's the husband.
The husband.
Wolf dad.
Okay.
The wolf dad. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Aiden's dance moves, rocking.
Oh yeah, he was rocking those moves.
Trying to
going through Sally, that was the funniest thing ever. So I was like, I feel a little violated right now.
He was trying to use her as a rebound, I think.
Yes, he did go into her.
Yeah,
I know.
And through her. That's how powerful Aiden is.
Whoa!
Right through. But I thought it was funny the whole time. We got Mark, that new wolf. He was just peeing all over Josh.
I don't like him.
No.
I don't like him.
But he was getting good at the end. He made some concessions.
He's fake nice.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Yes.
He did say something like, I just wanted to make sure you were with us. Kind of like, you're going to be here, you're going to be here. You're not going to have like those friends. Kind of like the control freak of the group, wanting to control everything, direct everything.
And he's good at speeches when he was like, oh, this baby was born out of love, not violence.
He knows how to manipulate the group.
He's going to try and win them over.
See, he was doing that. He was appealing to everybody's pathos, their feelings about the baby, and it's a beautiful new life. But then he just like switched it over to being, and we hate those leeches. We're going to get them. And then they walk in.
I know.
Perfect moment.
But it's just funny because they come in and you're like, okay, it's coming. But they just start dancing and having a good time.
And it's like pretty like decent at first. Everybody's like okay with it until Emily.
But I think they were waiting for that. You could feel the tension.
Yeah.
They were waiting for a little moment to happen for them to like
mess
attack
up.
and I keep forgetting his name. Mark's the
yeah.
He's the amog.
alpha.
Yeah, the alpha male of the group.
He was waiting for that to kind of turn everything. He was just like picking and looking at where to start the fight, you know?
Yeah.
Well, they got it, and I guess you know what's funny is that they seem to have been pretty blood drunk, but Kenny's compelling wore off. Like maybe he just needed more blood.
No, it wasn't as compelling. Sally's spell messed up.
Oh,
That's why.
Oh,
so that's why she apologized to Josh.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't catch that. Cool.
Because she did a spell so she could see Sally, but in the end, it ended up Emily seeing Kenny for what he is.
Oh,
So that's why. Yeah.
Now I know. Thank you very
I'm
much,
wondering
Kelly.
though, like if Sally, doing that to Nora, Josh's sister,
Emily.
Emily. I wonder if he. I mean, I know she was trying to do it so she could see her, but do you think it obviously she was able to see everything, not just Sally, right? I wonder if Sally knew.
She didn't see Sally. I don't think it didn't work.
That's
No.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever she did, it totally Sally's not that good. She's just like feeling everything on instinct, like
Yeah.
she was just saying in the previous episode.
It's also Donna's power, basically. So.
Yeah.
Donna,
And she's always like, Sally always trying to work at things, trying to help, but it always turns back to bad.
Aiden and Sally, they had a little bit of chemistry going on at the
I
party.
think it was just one-sided, though.
Yeah, it was good
was
for a little
drunk.
bit.
That's what it was.
For a little bit, it was good. But then after she went to the past and she came back, she was like, wow, I can't see him the same way anymore. It was so bad.
I think she was just being friendly. I don't think she was gonna. I don't really like that Sally Aiden romance
Relationship.
thing.
It's interesting.
Brother and sister. Brother and sister.
They were talking about it when I saw this interview. They were kind of talking about that relationship, and they were saying how everybody's kind of rooting for the relationship to happen in some ways. The audience is kind of like
Not
interested in
everybody.
seeing.
Kelly's pointing to herself right now.
I guess they want to just mess around with the cast and see, since everybody has a relationship, a partner, they're kind of like, okay, why not try it with them too,
Yeah.
So they were talking about that when I saw the interview that they had with the whole crew. They were talking maybe, and
Maybe in the future they
Yeah.
might. I remember seeing a few memes last season where they had maybe season 2 and season 1. They had some screenshots of. They put it together on an Instagram, so they pretty much had screenshots of Sally and Aiden doing things maybe touching.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
I
and then
remember seeing that.
and he can't touch her because she's a ghost. And then they have it in 2 different seasons. It happens, so it's kind of like, can it happen? Will it happen someday?
I'm sure
I can
there's.
see it happening.
If it did, it should have happened last season when she was a body.
Yes.
Didn't.
A body that liked to eat other things,
Yeah.
liked to eat bloody
Perfect.
things. See, it would have been good.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, but that party, they almost broke Catman Dude.
Yeah.
Which is what they even have. Did you guys know that they even have their own Twitter for Catman Dude?
No
Really?
way.
Yeah, just like
Wow.
as Sammy Huntington, Sam Witwer, they all have their own Twitter accounts. Catman Dude has his
Wow.
own Twitter account, which is so funny. And I don't get why. What's actually really funny about the status for Catman Dude is, or the tagline, whatever they put on it, it's like 1/2 cat, 1/2 man, 1/2 dude. That's not. You can't add those up together.
That's probably the point.
No, that's
So,
funny. I
yeah.
know, that's funny. It's 150%. But what did they end up shattering it? Because Kenny brought it back the next day. Did I miss that when I was taking notes or something?
I
during the
think
fight?
maybe they just broke it a little because I saw Aiden hold it,
Yeah.
save it in time.
I thought it was hilarious though how they were fighting, and just because of that they stopped, they grabbed it, and they're like, okay, it's over. It's over. I'm walking out with the cat. I was like, really? That's all it took?
That must be a really good inside joke that they have with the Catman Dude. Why is he in the kitchen? Normally he's supposed to be by the fireplace.
I don't know. Maybe
That's
they're
so
changing
weird.
it.
He just knows he's Catman Dude. He knows when to save the day. I don't know.
True
He was
that.
supposed to be in the kitchen at that right moment.
Yeah.
So Sally ends up warping back to the 20s because she uses her magic, trying to cure Emily of her, I guess, her anxiety. She wanted to make it so she could see her. That's right, and then calm her down.
Yeah, exactly.
So she ends up going back to the 20s, and she sees Aiden and Henry.
And they're having a great time.
They're having a grand old time.
They're
with
going
those
to a
dames.
necking party.
A necking party. So,
And that was the first time we see Sally going inside of the bodies, right? Of like within that time.
Oh, yes.
In the past.
in
yeah.
the past, yeah. Yeah, the only time we've seen her change something in the past is where, and we don't know if it was a dream or not, right? Where she saw her about to be killed by her ex, right? And she ends up stopping it with Donna, like in tandem.
Yeah.
They end up stopping it together. So yeah, but this time she thinks she can't do anything, any powers, any spells, but she ends up getting inside body jumping, like you said earlier, Kelly, into that old lady's body. Did you guys think she was going to be able to do that?
No, but I feel like, you could tell in her body she was reacting with that anger. It was kind of getting stronger and stronger. And maybe that, every time she gets angry or she gets a really strong emotion, she's able to turn or do that.
I don't think it was the magic, though. I think that was just Ghost Sally.
Yeah.
Because that's what Ghost Sally does. I don't think the magic works there.
Yeah.
But since she's a ghost, she could still do
Go
something
into
else.
people and jump in.
So she said Aiden stop, but he didn't stop still.
It's kind of like that relationship that she has with him, and I feel she was thinking like, Aiden, like I know you're not that type of guy. Come on, like I'm here,
Well,
but
she's used to like new Aiden, but back then I guess he was not nice.
He was very bad. He called himself the devil.
Yeah.
That's awful to an old lady.
it was really interesting to see him as that character because we're so used to seeing him very, always feeling bad for doing mistakes and hurting people and falling in love. And so it was new for me to see him act that way, like very angry and very enjoying his vampire, stuff that he has, like his powers.
It was kind of like a great Aiden episode. Like he really shone because you saw like sad, human kind of Aiden, like dealing with a real breakup that like normal people face and he's never faced. And then like evil back in the day, 20s
Yeah.
Aiden and drunk Aiden. So it's like
That was
all
my
the-
best.
Yeah.
Blood drunk in both time periods.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with you, Kelly. So emo, so modern, 21st century Aiden, and then back in pretty much 100 years earlier, he's like this crazed creature on the prowl, always out there, always hunting like he's meant to, like the vampires are meant to do, which is quite scary, honestly.
I don't know. I don't think Sally should have reacted that bad. But maybe because I've watched a lot of vampire, we watch this show, so we're like, listen, this is how it goes.
But it's kind of that relationship that she has with Aiden now, and she's so used to that. She's used to the good Aiden, the caring and loving Aiden. So even for me, it kind of, I had forgotten, he used to be this way, and now like Sally was feeling, like this is not you, Aiden. Come back to the way you really are. So
Yeah,
different.
I want to actually go off of what Kelly was saying earlier. Like, she can't hold it against him because it happened 100 years ago in his past. Like how you can't hold stuff against a person for like way before you met him, and clearly he has changed. 100 years later, he's somebody who's like in essence he's like a recovering alcoholic, a recovering drug addict, and he has made a lot of improvement. He doesn't, as much as he can, he doesn't kill people. He just drinks bagged blood as much as he can. Just a few milliliters every now and then.
Yeah,
No big
that's
deal.
great. Like the drug addict thing I think that's a good idea. Good point.
Good analogy.
Yeah.
Yes. But I liked Aiden's mustache. Sally made a comment about it too.
John Waters, that's what she said.
Did she say John Waters?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh man, I think John Waters is like really pencil thin. Aiden's just a little bit thicker, a little bit more masculine.
Yeah.
Especially for the 20s. But Henry had a huge beard. I didn't know the beards were that popular in the 20s.
I would think of a mustache. It was more in, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe if he was clean shaven, that would have been cool
Right.
too.
He could just like make them think that he's pretty, so it doesn't matter what he looks
Yeah,
like.
he could totally compel.
Compel, that's
Totally
the word.
compel.
I had a brain fart.
Yes. Well, that actually perfectly leads us into what was happening with Aiden and his breakup with Kat, because at the very, near the end of the episode, we saw him compelling her, like getting into her house. And in a way, I was like, oh man, roofies. He totally roofied her with compelling. That was so bad. But thankfully, it ended up being an illusion.
I was thinking, like, come on, Aiden, again, like, you know, you try to do this time differently, and you try to change it, and you love her. Come on, let's do this differently. And so for a second, I was fooled. I was like, oh my God, no, not again. Like, be honest, you know?
But it's just proving that he's a good person.
And
now,
he really loves her.
Changed
he really
so much.
loves her.
Yeah. That he won't do that, and he wanted to erase her from his mind.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to do that Eternal Sunshine type.
Yeah,
Yes, that's what I was
love that
thinking.
movie. Yes.
With Kenny, because Kenny's like, yeah, I probably could do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm awesome. That's what he said. And then when he sobers up, he realizes no, he should just deal with this. 'Cause
Yeah.
it makes him more human. Because humans deal with breakups.
Yeah.
Like this, like a normal breakup, and that's what he wants to be. He wants to be human.
Being
human.
That's the name of the
Name
show.
drop.
You said the name of the show. He's lived for hundreds of years with so many problems, so many things that he's had to deal with. He's had to deal with himself being a vampire. If he can't live for 2 weeks without this woman that he's really gaga over, then come on, he should be able to do that. He should be able to get over stuff in a few
I feel
weeks.
this time is different for him. It seems like it. Like, I don't know. I mean, even the way Kat took the whole thing, yeah, she was scared and she almost she's freaked out, but she was kind of communicating with him in a way. They were sitting down talking about the problem. She's like, maybe we could find help. Maybe we could do something. So she still has some hope for their relationship.
Well, that's when she thought it wasn't real. She thought he was like crazy, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think like we as people, he's lived so long. He's never had a breakup in 200 years, so now that's why he's like really feeling it.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Well, he's never been dumped before.
Yeah,
This is the first time.
in 200 years.
According to Josh.
Yeah. So that's why he's just really like down and out, which is,
It's understandable.
Yeah.
He really likes Kat. So she totally gets him, except for this whole vampire thing. She gets him. She's a history major, well, a history professor actually.
Yeah.
So they were on the same wavelength for so long, and he already compelled her once. He can't do it again. That's gonna be awful. At least he didn't do it last time. He had Blake do it.
Well, I don't think he wants to like lie anymore either. So he just wants to keep it.
Keep it just like this. But I don't know. I don't know. I'll save it for the predictions.
Yeah,
But
I think I know what you're thinking, and I agree.
Maybe he should just. I hope it's not what you guys are thinking right now. But
you
maybe
better
he should
not say it.
Maybe he should just turn her. You guys don't think so? He's had too much
don't
trouble.
know.
That's too like Twilight.
Yeah.
No.
So cheesy, huh?
It's just have her be a human for now, and then
I mean, unless she wants to, if she decides, if she really wants to do it. But even still, I feel she'll hate herself, just like every person that turns
Yeah.
into a vampire.
unless she's like dying, then
Yeah.
like save her.
Oh, they could totally do that. The writers could totally make it something like
Are you
she's
listening? Write it.
she's totally in some dire situation where that's the only thing that could save her.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe what if Kenny he suddenly feeds on her, and he needs to because he has to drink blood a lot more often, right? Could be. Who knows? We'll see.
We shall see. Yeah.
What was, before we go on to the rest of the topics, what did you guys feel overall about this episode? I kind of felt like there were some cool things that happened, but I felt like, especially with the ending, I was like, oh, that's it? I was like a little tiny bit disappointed, and I kind of, I don't know. What do you girls think?
I was really entertained by it because it was a really strong Aiden episode, and he showed him as a character and how he I don't know, how he deals with things, and I liked to see. I thought it was funny that he was drunk, and yeah, I thought it was a pretty good, strong episode for him. But everybody else kind of had weaker storylines. I guess Josh and Nora though, kind of that's the start off of a big storyline.
Yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The whole time I was very, very interested in what was going to happen, and seeing Aiden go through different times. And then I think each character, keeps on developing relationships with different people, growing, Kenny with this new, now a wolf, relationship. And then we see, Josh dealing with this new friends pack, wolf pack.
Wolf pack, yeah.
And then Aiden, deciding what he's going to do with the whole thing with Kat. And I think it was really interesting and very, they're growing. The characters keep on growing and building new relationships. So
I liked it better than last episode.
Yeah, I agree.
think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last episode felt very short
Gross.
for me. It was, oh yeah.
Wolf
We were
baby.
still talking about it, huh? The wolf baby. What was it though?
She's perfect. No.
Well, so at the end of the episode, we get to see Josh and Nora go. They go to where the rest of the pack is, and everybody's disrobing, and they're like
Orgy. No.
orgy. Who knows, man? Who knows? We never get to see what the wolves do. They could be like,
They're very close relationship, right? Like always walking around with the pack. So
hey, you know how dogs are.
Sniffing butts.
Stay together.
Sniffing butts.
Sniffing butts, those handshakes that they have.
I know. They just smell a little bit, turn around, smell a little bit.
I was kind of surprised though that I didn't think that they wanted to join the pack. Like, I guess they, in the bed chat, they decided, kind of.
Yeah.
But I thought that Josh was, like, strongly opposed to it.
Yeah.
Because, Mark's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, total dick, and he still is peeing on Josh a bit. Like when he comes up to him, he like, I think you girls mentioned something. I forgot exactly what he said, but even his comment like, "Oh, we're glad you joined," and it still like was really alpha male.
Yeah.
On him.
He's definitely gonna find a way to try to control them into like, okay, you're in our pack, you're gonna do what I say. Not so obvious, but just in a way where he could kind of like do what he says. But I feel Josh, he's smarter than that, and he might do it for a little bit, but eventually he might just get annoyed and just be like, no, you're not gonna tell me what to do.
They really want the truce to end now with the vampires, which is interesting. I don't think at the party, all of them were wolves. I don't think we've seen that many vampires together this season. So what's going on? Like, are they all getting slaughtered because Susanna's out there, like, staking all of them? Or I'm interested to see what's going to happen now. Like, maybe next episode there's going to be, like, a war within the city between the wolves and vampires.
We've never even seen that many werewolves before, though. That was, like,
Very
whoa,
random.
in Boston?
Yeah.
Like, all those.
Bringing them to the party, or just like, what? Where do they all come from?
I'm surprised that when all the wolves came into the house, Aiden lives there. You think that they wouldn't have smelled a vampire scent?
Yeah,
just-
on the chairs and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
exactly. So, he ended up coming in anyway, so they definitely smelled him then.
There's always loopholes, just like how Sally can sit on couches. I still never understand that.
Yeah, you're mentioning that today.
Sit on couches, sit on the counters in the kitchen all the time, and on the table.
Yeah.
Go up the stairs, right?
Yeah. I guess, I've read something similar to that before. I guess, like, with ghosts and, like, with people who are, like, or phantasms are able to pass through stuff, it's kind of like, this is the catch-all for it. Because when they were human, it was so natural for them to walk around or sit on things, they are just able to do it.
So natural to touch people, too. Like,
Yes.
shake hands.
Yes, I
that should
know.
be able to do
I
that,
know.
too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe ghosts have rules too, like the earth and objects, like certain ones they can't go through, certain things that they can, whatever.
Loopholes, it's,
It's a TV show.
not everything's perfect. Yeah.
So Emily is back, and she is out of rehab.
Alcoholic. She's an alcoholic.
She was really into alcohol before. She always wanted to go get drinks with everybody all the time. And now we have her, obviously she can't touch anything, and it happens to be a big time wolf party. They were supposed to be just drinking champagne in there, and they brought like
Mark
24
the dick.
packs.
Mark the dick brought him. Just to clarify.
He sure.
Oh my-
To
like
a
'em.
baby shower.
Yeah,
to a baby shower. Come on, really?
It wasn't so much for the baby. It was for the pack.
It was so funny because you would see them socializing, and the mom's like over here with the baby, carrying him around all over. I'm like, what? No, that isn't.
Andrew and Caroline, that couple with their baby April, they're just so they're just so subdued. Like this episode, you barely got to see any of them, and they just kept saying, "Oh, we have to go with the pack. Whatever the pack says." They're like brainwashed,
They're
man.
hardcore followers, too. They're just like, whatever's safest,
Yeah.
We have to stick together. We have to protect ourselves from the leeches, the vampires. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were talking about Emily. So Emily is back, and Sally tries to do that spell on her to help her out. Emily was freaking out, man.
Well, because she saw Kenny's face. I mean, if you saw that face... Oh, you mean alcohol.
The alcohol, yes. That too. Yeah, but she really wanted to drink it. That's a terrible thing.
Thirsty.
Yeah. She just looked at it. She was like, the gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful alcohol. I see the vodka and the rum staring at me, and it's saying, consume me. Mm-hmm. It's just a damn shame.
I wonder, like, now that they brought her back into this whole scene, I'm wondering if she's going to be playing a big role this season. I'm wondering if now that Sally's she messed with her a little bit, I'm wondering, and now she's saying, I want to help her, I want to make her feel better and get over this whole rehab feeling. So I'm wondering if she's going to be part of, I don't know, something.
I feel like it won't be for a while because she's kind of scared away.
Yeah.
After she's like, it's not goodbye. That's what she said to Josh, but goodbye.
Yeah. And she even told Josh to say goodbye.
Yeah.
So it did feel like a goodbye. I'm pretty sure she's not gonna come back for a few more episodes.
I think it was just a refresher, like, hey, remember Josh has a sister. Here's an update. All right.
Yes, that's
there she goes.
See, that's why I'm feeling like this season's not doing so hot, especially this episode. And from what I saw in the teaser too, they're just bringing back the brothers and sisters, because Robbie's supposed to come back. That's Sally's brother. And for me, it feels like, all right, let's get all our friends back in here, like all the people we've had, like let's have them do guest stars on the episodes. I feel like I don't want to say this, but it just came to me. It feels like the show is jumping the shark a little bit.
Well, you know what they say, once they bring babies into the picture, that's when it starts to jump the shark.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Wow.
Brady Bunch, that little kid.
Oh my gosh.
Beans and Even Stevens. It's like a random TV show.
Wow.
What an epiphany. Thank you for sharing that.
So you're kind of right, but I still like it though.
Yeah.
I'm not like this is too much. Not until Josh and Nora get pregnant. That's when I'm going to be like, this is jumping the shark hardcore.
Yes, that would be hardcore.
Yeah.
I feel like we do have kind of a more solid antagonist now because we have Mark there, and we know that he doesn't like vampires at all.
And you were mentioning something about that last time, I think, that we were missing one. We're missing a villain. Yeah.
We don't have a strong villain.
And when we don't have one, it almost seems like it's not like, what are we fighting for?
Yeah, we kind of have like half villain, like Donna shows up and then she disappears. And then I think Kenny's gonna be a villain, and then he's like,
he's been such a daddy, come here, I want to be with you, daddy issues,
That was funny. I really like that. And his shirts too are just so hilarious, man. I suck.
Yeah, that was great.
Double entendre, anybody?
Yes.
So yeah, I feel like even though Mark, he's more of a visible antagonist, it's still kind of like so-so. It's like a gray area.
Like, it almost, every episode I feel like it's like somebody comes in and you're thinking, okay, a villain, okay, what is he gonna do? What is she gonna do? And then it's like, it wears off and you're like,
yeah, you're right. Okay. Like, Susanna too.
Yeah, we were thinking she was gonna be sticking around and she was gonna be behind the scenes trying to like attack or kill, and she wasn't even in this episode.
Yeah, they're like upping the ante. I feel like every season they add, I feel like first season, only one antagonist, and it was all Bishop. Second season, I think we had two antagonists, but yeah, we had Mother, and I can't remember who else.
Wasn't Sally kind of was the antagonist because she was the Reaper.
That's right. So we had two antagonists then. Third season, I think we had three because we had Donna, and then we had the father wolf of Connor and Bryn. And actually, they were the season before.
Second too. Yeah.
Yeah. So then there were three antagonists there. Well, now it seems like we have four kind of wishy-washy antagonists.
Yeah. I feel like that's what they want you to think, that it's like, oh, okay, like nothing. And then eventually they're gonna be like, bam, like it's just gonna be climax.
Yeah. Maybe everybody is gonna end up being a really strong antagonist. Like Kenny's gonna turn on Aiden, and then we're gonna have Mark turning on Josh and Nora. And maybe we'll see the baby like grow up all crazy, and there's gonna be something that happens with that.
Don't trust anybody, man.
Yeah, Donna's gonna totally mess with Sally, and Little Smokey's gonna have something to do with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they left that story untold too. It's like last time we see something happen, and then today they didn't even talk about it at all. So it was kind of like, what happened to the little girl?
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's unsaid. It's left unsaid, and you just kind of want to pick up and see what happens, and it's just the story disappears for a second.
Yeah.
And we're already halfway through the season, practically.
Really?
Because, well, there's 13 episodes. We're at 5. Next is 6. We're almost halfway through the season. That's insane, man. So they need to pick up the pace. They gotta get it more crazy. You know, come on.
Some action in here.
Yeah, a little bit of action. Did you ladies have any other stuff to add regarding this episode tonight?
I don't think so.
If nothing, then let's go ahead and perhaps move into news and gold.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Well, we had some comments from one of our fans on our, what was it? On our iTunes account. So we got wonderful show, 5 stars by the Annapolis is following. The Annapolis following? She said, love it.
Cool.
Very succinct.
Well, thanks.
Thank you very
you.
much, the Annapolis. I was looking at some of the accounts for our favorite stars of Being Human, Sam Witwer. He said he was live tweeting tonight, as he usually is. He's always live tweeting. And actually, tonight, Nora ended up taking over the Being Human SyFy account.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're switching off. Everybody's doing musical chairs with the Being Human account. So she was retweeting his stuff. Sam, he said this, at Sam Witwer said, I was very pleased that we finally get to show you the unapologetic, awful person that Aidan once was, and this ain't all. Hashtag Being Human. There's so much evilness in him in the past, which was really neat. At Being Human SyFy account tweeted, everyone knows werewolf chicks are the best.
Aww.
That's Astrid, right? Probably.
Oh, you mean who tweeted it, or they're talking about
Nora,
her?
sorry.
Yeah, that was Nora. Yeah, but maybe she was tweeting about Astrid.
Yeah.
Yes. What else? Being Human SyFy account. That's the same one. Oh, check this out. So I ended up looking at Sammy Huntington's account, and he tweeted, I just made love to my new leather jacket. Thank you, at soul_revolver. Please don't tell my wife. And it's a twit pickup. I retweeted that, and it's of his account, or rather him and his awesome leather jacket. It's this brown vintage looking leather jacket, and I looked up at Soul Revolver. I went to their Twitter account. It's actually this, what they do is they get leather jackets and vintage leather jackets, and they're from video games and movies like X-Men, and they got Bane's jacket on here, Mass Effect 3 video game jacket, Looper, Resident Evil 6, and a Fight Club antique looking jacket that Tyler Durden wore, and they make it so that it's like totally legit. And it's out there, and it's really good quality stuff. They sell it on their website. Some of these jackets are really cool, and I feel like Sam Witwer also may have gotten his jacket here. You know that black one when he came in the studio?
Red stripes.
Yeah, with the red stripes, because he's always wearing that thing all the time. I checked it out, and the particular one that Sam Huntington bought, it looks like the Lynch model. It's a really cool leather jacket. You ladies across the table, you tell me what you think. Do you think that looks pretty cool?
Looks pretty good.
That's really nice. So it looks better on him, and that's him right there. If you can see, he looks pretty cool. He puts it together really well.
I like it. It goes with his style.
Oh yeah, and if you guys want to pick it up, go to their website. So it's Soul Revolver, and they're kind of pricey. I'm not sure where they are exactly, but they have their price in pounds, 279 British pounds.
So that's like over $500.
457 US dollars. That's pretty pricey.
That's a very nice leather jacket, huh?
Yes, that's a commitment right there. If you guys want to pick that up. So
wait,
cool
the
stuff.
pound is half. Oh, so it went down.
Oh no, yeah. Well, it's
good to know.
Yeah, it went down a little bit, but still more powerful than our US dollar. But here's what it looks like for the women. Would you ladies get one of these? Huh? Yeah.
I don't like that belt thing.
A little different. I don't know. I think it's more for the guys.
Yeah, perhaps. Anyway, so
I'll wear Tyler Durden's maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Did you ladies have any news and gossip that you wanted to share?
Yeah, I saw that on people.com, Sam Witwer and Megan Rath actually quizzed each other to see how well they knew each other. And it was just like 4 questions each. And actually, I'm not going to tell you who won, but check it out on people.com. But some fun facts I found out is that Sam Witwer's high school band was called Love Plumber.
Whoa.
Plumber.
I think Megan guessed skin stick or something like that. Really, it was funny.
Skin stick. Ah!
Skin stick. And then
There's so many sexual allusions in those titles.
and if Megan could have a superpower, it'd be underwater breathing, mermaid style, in parentheses.
Oh, she loves
mermaid
mermaids.
style.
Both of them, like, Sam guessed that correctly, which was, and mermaid style, like he even wrote that. So yeah.
Was it in that game that they did, like, they made, or they asked who could have guessed Megan Rath's family members or something like that? Because there was one that I saw something like that, and then
It was just like 4 questions each, just like random
okay.
ones. But maybe like they always have those little things.
and then they always have fun together. They're always like,
it was posted on like February 2nd on people.com. So
cool.
check it out.
Right on. Well,
Cool.
think that about. Did you have anything?
Oh, just really quick. I saw a picture of Aiden just recently on Facebook on Being Human.
Yeah.
His style is different. I don't know. Like, he had like crazy long hair.
Yeah.
Bunch of beard. I don't know. Very different, you know? I don't know. Maybe because I'm so used to seeing him so clean cut.
So Sam Woodward's hair is like flat now instead of being up.
It was like flat, like down. I don't know. It was totally different. So I don't know. It just caught my eye because I'm not used to seeing him with that, that style. He's always so clean cut.
Yeah, I saw. I know. I don't know the particular photo you're talking about, but I've seen him just his hair being down like that and being really flat. It just looks so different
He
because
looks like a total different person.
he doesn't want to be recognized.
That's how it was in the interview too. His hair was like down,
like crazy, messy.
Yeah. I bet you he goes out all the time and he looks like Aiden. So people are gonna be like, "Oh, Aiden! It's Aiden from Being Human."
And from what I got from him, like the way he seems, he's a very chill guy. He seems very like he doesn't like too much publicity. He likes to just stay low. It seems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should just he's so recognizable though. He should just go outside wearing a paper bag over his head so no one knows who he is.
Like Shia LaBeouf.
Like Shia LaBeouf, that's what I was alluding to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he is still famous, Aiden.
Yes.
Sam Witwer.
He is. Sam Woodward, very famous. Well, at least
SyFy famous.
At least to us.
Yeah.
But he's for sure on SyFy. This is hands down their best show. Believe you me. Well, I think that about does it for our news and gossip. Let's go ahead and move into our predictions, everybody.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
Fancy lights, right?
predictions.
Well, I think
Got scared for a second there. I was like,
I'm gonna have an epileptic seizure right now. Thank you, Marissa. Okay, predictions. I think we're gonna see more Aiden flashbacks. Sally's gonna use her powers more. She can't help herself. She thinks she has something in her mind where it's just like, I'm just gonna keep trying to use spells to solve everything, which is not cool. It takes time. It's like an allusion to like real life stuff. It's analogous to real life. There's no quick fix for any problem. It takes a long time. It takes time. Just like Aiden spent with Kat and like he spent like hours probably with her like trying to mull over stuff, and it's been 2 weeks. There's he's doing things the right way, well, except for getting drunk. Well, maybe that's okay.
That's what we do when we break up. Come on.
That's what
humans do.
That's what males do. But I feel like Sally is just going to keep using her powers, and she's going to end up making it so that something bad's going to happen. She's going to see more stuff in the past she's not going to like, and she's going to be able to realize that she can slowly change more and more things, which is going to be cool, and maybe it's going to make it so that she's going to really prevent something bad from happening because of this time jumping and body possessing while she's time jumped power.
That'd be cool because usually Sally just messes stuff up when she uses her powers.
Yes.
So it'll be not Sally-ish if she saves something. I love her, but I'm just
I
saying.
really like Sally. She has a good
well.
heart. Yes.
She means well.
So what do you ladies think is going to happen?
I think Mark is the wolf that turns all these people. I think that's why he's in control, kinda. I think he lied when he said, oh, he was attacked too. I think he was a wolf.
Wow.
And I think we're gonna find out. I'm just gonna say that because he's too much of a... I don't like him.
I am in awe right now. I'm putting it together in my mind. Like he lied to everybody, and he did it because he was alone. And then he was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go in and scratch all these people, and they're all gonna be my new pack." Mm-hmm. Wow.
And he'll like because he's good at manipulating. So that's why he's like, oh, look, let's join a pack. No, I'm a wolf too. It's cool. So that's how it started.
He's a total sociopath. He is the Charles Manson of werewolves.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think we have the same prediction for that one, so I'm going to let you say that one. I hope this isn't true, but I'm going to say Josh and Nora get pregnant again.
You just want to see them
I
pregnant.
don't want to, but there's so much baby stuff, and they keep talking about it. It's like
they want to have a kid.
yeah, that would be terrible, though, so I hope that's wrong. And I said, like what you said, there's going to be more body jumping in the past, and it just might change some time. But yeah.
Yes.
I feel talking about the whole the pack. I feel Mark is going to put Josh and Nora in a position where they're going to try to make them choose between Aiden and I guess Sally in a way, but they don't know. They can't see Sally, right? So
no, they can see Sally because they're wolves.
Okay,
They can see her.
so
too.
I feel that they're gonna, he's gonna manipulate everybody to kind of putting that pressure on Nora and Josh, and kind of telling them, are you gonna pick us, your people, or you're gonna choose them? And if you choose them, then you better watch your back because we're gonna come after you and Aiden, and
And there's a lot of those wolves.
That could be like a good theme too, us or them, like Kenny too, like me or them, and then Catherine,
And
Susanna.
then we don't really know how many wolves are there. Like, we really don't know. I was not expecting this many wolves to come in the house. Like,
especially that one guy.
yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. Big dude.
That big guy,
It was so random. I was like, he keeps on coming up everywhere, but I don't know. Like, it just seems like, I don't know.
How funny was it when everybody was like disrobing in the field, and then he was? I thought he was like really taking his time because we did not want to see what was below that belt.
Oh my god, it was funny.
He's probably a giant wolf, though.
Oh yeah, I bet he is. But he's still not the alpha. The other guy is.
Then also really quick, I don't know. I could see Aiden and Kat getting back together.
Yeah, I agree.
Talking about it and, working at it and, Kat maybe accepting little. It's going to take her some time, but I feel eventually she's going to be open to the idea.
That was the same prediction that I had.
Yay! Well, I hope.
It had to be girls, right? The whole romance, like, come back together.
Oh yeah, the girls. Oh, Kat forgives. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us here on AfterBuzz TV's Being Human After Show. Be sure to tune in next week. We're gonna be halfway through the season, everybody.
Wow.
Whoa, it's gonna be a great show. Anyway, if you guys want to give us a follow, hey, give me a follow at Sean Austin O on Twitter and Instagram.
And I'm Kelly, and you can find me at Holly Weirdo on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can find me on Twitter as Lolita487 and on Instagram as Laura487.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll buzz with you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.